if you've got all three of these crops growing together, what's the best way to handle watering?
Squash are really deep rooted. I mean, they root much deeper than corn. So I consider winter squash to be pretty drought tolerant crops. So probably the most sensitive crop to rainfall or not having enough water would be the beans. And beans are more sensitive to dry weather when they're flowering. When they really start at, about 3 weeks after you seed them, you got to make sure that, you're getting at least an inch of rain a week. The corn would benefit from watering if it was dry weather when it started silking. If it doesn't have a lot of moisture at that time, you could have poor pollination. So you just kind of have to watch it, week by week. I mean, you could put down soaker hoses and just make sure you have enough water. Don't overwater. The problem is if you overwater, like corn, it won't root very deep. And then what happens is you get a thunderstorm or a high wind event and it blows the stalk over because it didn't root very deep. So you don't want to overwater these crops too much so that they have shallow roots. You want them to be naturally deep rooted if they can. But, like I said, you're using these plants together, so the squash is conserving soil moisture by shading the soil. So you're not going to be losing a lot of soil moisture like you would if you just had bare ground. So if you do have that squash that's covering the soil, you're going to not be needing to water as much.